Tonight is Star Wars night here at the park. As you can see.
And then you're gonna go and stand them right there, and then.
What's going on, everybody? Today's family day at the Bowie Baysox Stadium. Earlier, they did autograph signings by all the players. Then they had the outfield where they got to play catch in the outfield. Now they're having a pre-K graduation. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Pitts from Bowie TV here at Bowie Baysox Stadium. As you can see, I'm here with some of the up-and-coming future stars of the Baltimore Orioles, Washington Nationals, Bowie Baysox. How y'all doing today?
Good. Good.
So, listen, from starting with Max, if you can, Max, tell them what's your favorite position. Do you play second base?
Yes.
Okay, tell them your favorite position, and if your favorite position is what you play, let the audience know that that's the position you play as well. Go ahead, Max.
My favorite position is second base, and now second base is what I play.
All right. Vinny?
My favorite position is first base.
All right.
My favorite position is first base.
All right.
My favorite position is catcher.
All right.
My favorite position is catcher.
Now, are you guys excited for Star Wars night tonight?
Yes! Star Wars night is the best night. My dad is a Star Wars nerd. my friend Max here, he threw me the ball against the Orioles one time, and I caught it, and I tried to get one of the Orioles kids out.
Robbie, what's your favorite position?
Shortstop.
Shortstop? Owen, what's your favorite position?
I usually like to play first base.
Okay, first base for Owen. What's your favorite position, Rex?
Pitcher.
Pitcher? Johnny, what's your favorite position?
First base.
First base? Dwight, what's your favorite position?
Pitcher.
Pitcher? Oh man, I got some pitchers here. I got first base, I got catchers. So listen, talk to me about this undefeated season I heard you guys had. How amazing was that?
Well, it was actually more amazing because last season in the fall we also were undefeated.
Oh wow,
So
okay.
2 seasons back to back undefeated. It just feels so good.
2 seasons back to back undefeated. All right. You go ahead, Rex.
2 years undefeated, and I hit it 2 home runs in 1 grand slam. It feels good.
Oh wow, so you had 2 home runs in 1 game and a grand slam? See, I wasn't doing it like y'all when I played. I was just running all the bases. They couldn't stop me. What about you, Robbie? What's your thoughts on going undefeated? All right, so tell me, who's excited for Star Wars night tonight?
I'm not Star Wars.
You're not? You don't?
I'm not a fan.
Me, I'm not a fan of it either. But as I'm seeing, a lot of people are here dressed up in costumes, so a lot of people that are here are going to be fans of it. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Pitts from Bowie TV, coming to you live from Bowie Baysox Stadium. We have Cameron Weston here with us. Listen, you need a strikeout. Cam's your guy. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Doing good.
How you doing today, man? You had a
been
good
going
game
good.
yesterday.
Yeah, felt good out there.
Let's talk. Take us through your thoughts in yesterday. You know, did you feel already in the air was going to be a good game yesterday for you?
I struggled the outing before, so I say yesterday was just sticking to the basics, working through the zone, and was just gonna like force them to get a hit rather than give up any freebies. So
Right.
was just excited to see how it was gonna go, and just was working through the zone.
Trusting the defense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Take us through the mental phases that you go through as a pitcher. You know, when you may have whether you're frustrated with the umpire because the strike zone for some reason is moving, it's not consistent, or you know you may have given up a walk. Take us through those moments from a bat-to-batter basis, what goes through your mind, and how you have to, the importance of putting that batter behind and moving on to the next one.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to grasp. It's like it's one of those things that you feel like you have it at certain times, and then some weeks you don't.
Yeah.
Like even though you're telling yourself all the time, like forget about it, you still have those weeks where maybe things have been going well, you're up too a little high, you get a little lazy like mentally, and you just like kind of forget about it, get lazy with it. But it's just ongoing, like reminding yourself to just forget about it. Like your reaction doesn't change the outcome at all. So it's
absolutely,
it's just you got to just move on with it. But it's something that you feel like you have it at sometimes, and sometimes you don't. But just
what
try
are
to stay
some
on
ways
top
that
of it.
you work through that? What are some things that you do personally to try to put those things to the rear and just keep moving forward?
I would say mentally just keep on repeating it. Just keep telling yourself that. Because I mean, there'll even be those days where you're telling yourself that, but you're feeling a bit off that day, and maybe even though you're telling yourself that, you can't really get a grasp on it. You get sped up. So it's just kind of an ongoing process of keep repeating that, like those positive thinking, and just try to stay on top of it. Do the best you can. You won't always have it. You'll get sped up every once in a while, but just try to get it the majority of the time, I would say.
As a pitcher, because the game is singularly focused on you while you're on the mound, do you actually hear any of the things that are being said from the stands?
Yeah, sometimes you do, sometimes you do. But I would say like you try to get into that zone. You try to get into that like that flow state.
Okay.
But with the clock, it makes it a bit harder to like.
Okay.
Before like nothing happens until you throw the ball. So
Right.
I mean, like you could take a breather, but like with the clock, you got to make sure that you're taking that breath quickly. Like that after you get it, you got to take that breath if you need it. You got to do it like right away, so you have time to get a sign. If you want to shake, you need to have time to be able to go through some pitches.
When you talk about your defense, what is the most important? Like, so when you're struggling, what is the one piece of advice that your catcher that stuck with you, that somebody on the field, gave you, that helped you move past that moment?
With the defense, I would say just have a trust with them. Everybody's trying their best. No one's out there. Everybody's trying their best to make that play. I mean, someone doesn't make a play. I mean, you got to look at it in perspective as like they're trying their best. They're trying to make that play. So you got to just forget about it right away and stay on top of that. Just like positive mindset. Just wash it if anything. I would say just forget about it. Really like flush it. Like that place, just flush it. Just keep repeating that to yourself.
Coming off that 4-game winning streak, snapped yesterday, what's the importance and what is the message for today's game?
To keep staying on track, like keep the fundamentals, keep going, the basics, stay no freebies, like no free 90s or anything like that. Make them forced to get the win if they're gonna do it. Just play your game and see how like baseball, you're not in control of a lot of the outcomes after the ball leaves your hands. So
absolutely,
just trust the process and just keep working on everybody's like fundamentals and stuff.
Thank you. We got Cameron Weston, pitcher, Bowie Baysox, coming to you live. Star Trek night. Get here. It's a beautiful day. Enough room, enough space, enough time. 7 o'clock, game time. I'm your host, Pitts from Bowie TV. More content coming from Bowie Baysox Stadium. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Pitts from Bowie TV, here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon with Coach Ricardo, Bowie Baysox. How you doing today, man?
Doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's good to see you since the last time we spoke.
Good to see you as well.
So as well, like you guys been on a roll yesterday, kind of snapped that streak, but still a great output by Ballos. What are your thoughts as you've been playing against Binghampton so far during this week?
Yeah, we've been playing really well. I thought our pitcher's been executing well and got some big hits when we needed to. And yeah, I've been rolling really well. Obviously, yesterday was a loss, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Thought Sile had a really good day at the plate, and Ryan Long got hit in the face last week and was able to bounce back and give us a couple innings yesterday. So that was great. So yeah, get back at it today.
When you have so yesterday, of course, bounce back. Today's a bounce back from yesterday. What is your message to your team in regards to that, knowing that you guys have had the success that you've had the first 4 games?
Yeah, I mean, just continue to get the work in during early work and make sure we're prepared every single day, and the guys do that. That's not, one loss. We play 140 games, so one loss isn't really going to dictate anything.
Right.
But just get back to doing what we do and continue working hard, and hopefully we get a W tonight.
How important is it, the mindset, especially when you're playing back to back like that, to really, like, as soon as that game is over, whether win or loss, to put it to the back of the mind and start prepping your body and mind for the next one?
Absolutely. I think the guys do a really good job of, first of all, workload, understanding we're playing 140 games and making sure they're managing, getting prepared to play that night, but also prepare for the future too. But at the same time, have their body prepared for the game. And, it's like, play 140 games, man. You got to be able to let things go. You have a good day. That's great. You had a good day, and move on. Tomorrow's a new day. So
absolutely. Any change up in the music rotation this week?
What's that?
Any change up in y'all music rotation?
Rotation? No, we got about 6 hours in the BP playlist, so it's always changing. You'll hear some country or some Spanish music. You'll hear some old school hip hop.
Because I remember last time I was dancing to the music. went back and put some of them songs in my playlist. I
There you
forgot
go.
about this song.
Oh yeah.
So, and I know you got to get ready to go if you can. So, what is it that you're looking for from your team today?
Yeah.
Is it starting fast, or or just the mentality of next play, next
Yeah,
game?
that's the biggest thing is always locking in on what's the next play. If we're on defense, if there's a base hit, what's the next thing that's going to happen? Whether it's get that guy back at first base, if there's a back pick, if he takes a hard turn, just always focusing on what the next play is. I think that's extremely important for us. And then, obviously offensively, making sure we're taking care of the man at third base. If we got a guy there with less than 2 outs, we got to find a way to get that guy in. So that's something as an organization we preach a lot about, and we call it our OBP and slug mode. And it's, hey, we got to make sure when we get to the big leagues, that's a stake right there. That's an RBI. That's a ribeye there. We can't leave him hanging over there when we have that opportunity. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, if we do that, I think we'll be in a good place.
Yeah, men in running position and scoring position
Absolutely.
is definitely, yeah. So, appreciate you again. Pitch from Bowie TV. Rose Mercado is going down. Number 21, we talked about it last time. Y'all know what it is. If you're not here, get here. Tonight is a very special night. It's a Star Wars themed night. So, I seen the outfits in the parking lot, so I can only imagine what the rest of the park is going to look like. So if you're not here, get here. Bowie TV, Bowie Baysox, more content coming at you. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Pitts from Bowie TV, coming to you live from Bowie Baysox Stadium. We have Adam Pohl, Director of Marketing. How you doing today, man?
Great, Terrance. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for allowing me to join in on your meeting this morning.
Yes. It was probably the longest meeting of the year, so you picked a good time.
But you guys are doing a lot of great things in the community, a lot of amazing, exciting things in the community. And this is one of the reasons why we wanted to give more coverage and more exposure to the Bowie Baysox, because it can be easily overlooked, right? So if you can talk about your vision when it comes to the marketing and engaging the community.
Yeah, I think that you hit the nail on the head. I'm very appreciative that you say that, Terrance. For us, that's what it's all about. We're in a very tricky minor league baseball market. And what I mean by that is there are some, real tough spots in breaking through. We are a small fish in a big pond. And in minor league baseball, the majority of teams are big fish in a small pond. So today, the Baysox, as we talk, we're playing the team in Binghampton, New York. Well, in Binghampton, New York, the minor league baseball, that's like the big thing. They're a New York Mets affiliate. A lot of people in Binghampton are Mets fans. They have their own small media culture there, TV stations, radio stations that are just Binghampton, right?
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, we don't have that in Bowie. Obviously, we're trying to get out into the public through DC media, through Baltimore media. We're right kind of at the cusp of the DC and Baltimore media line, per se.
Yes.
So it is a challenge, but we do have a great advantage in that we have got a thriving, diverse, we've got a wonderful community. And there are a lot more people here than there are in the majority of minor league, areas. So the challenges are, look, you got two major league teams within a 40-minute drive of our stadium.
Right.
There's not a team in the nation that's got that. But for us, we're super excited. We are reaching out in so many different ways through schools, churches, nonprofits to try to make this a great family destination and be a pillar of our community.
One thing I want to touch base on, the vision that you guys have with engaging the community is very different, and it's very interactive. And so yesterday was Star Wars theme night.
Yep.
And I mean, you had the whole setup. You had the costumes, you had the So talk about the vision when you talk about the vision and the different entertainment avenues that you provide for the viewers and the audience in attendance. How do you come up? Like, is it a rotating? Like, you just have a list that says, okay, we're going to do this theme night, this night. Like,
we call it our promotions, and our promotional schedule is so robust. We probably do 300-400 different promotions a year throughout our close to 70 games. Today on this Sunday, you'll see, we basically have 4 promotions going on today.
Yes.
When you really look at it, we've got kids getting autographs before the game from the whole team. We've got the chance for people to play catch in the outfield grass. We're doing a pre-K graduation ceremony, first one ever here at the stadium, in which we've got hundreds of 5-year-olds that are going to be doing a parade, saying their name on the loudspeaker, getting a Baysox diploma. And then we've got the characters Bingo and Bluey that are going to be out.
Right.
So there's so many different things. And so today, right, when you really think about, well, we're really targeting the young family today.
Absolutely.
You know, those that have 3, 4, 5, 6-year-olds. That's really the target for today. But every day, every game has these little different touch points.
Yes.
So last night, Star Wars night is really a pillar. It's a staple of our promotional schedule. We are so fortunate to work with the many organizations that kind of perpetuate Star Wars and celebrate the entity that it is. And they come out and they do it. They do it up. And we give that to our fans. And we're so appreciative of the groups that come help us make it as special of a night as it is. But for us, that's what it's all about. We can create, we have a platform here. We could just sit back and play baseball. But we've got a platform because I think the majority of our market is a traditional non-baseball loving demographic. And because of that, when we're able to get creative and do these other things, we're able to give affordable family fun well beyond the scope of people that would usually go to a baseball game.
Absolutely.
And then because of that, when half of the people in your stadium are multicultural, what you're doing is you're giving yourselves a great platform to grow the game as well. So, so I don't know, it's something we're very passionate about.
And not only, but you can see it, and I like how on the Jumbotron, whether it's an anniversary, whether it's a school, you guys actually highlight and announce. And then yesterday I got to witness a young gentleman who was actually able to call some, I think it was one of the Bowie Baysox batters up, and he was able to, and I have
the birthday kid
video of, so I have a video of him in the press box doing the announcement. And it was cool to see because the way it touches a child now is different, right? Like you can see it in his eyes. You can feel the excitement. And these are moments and these are experiences that I think as a kid you cherish and you hold on, for as long as you can, because when you go to school, you can say, how many of my friends was able to go to a baseball game?
There's no doubt.
So it gives
let me tell you a story that really touches on that. I'm having, back when I did more sales, I was having a meeting with one of our sponsors, and she told me that there was this game they went to, and there was a Baysox player broke his bat, and the bat rolled over, and after the game, he gave the broken bat and signed it to her son, and it was so kind and meant so much to him, and she's still very appreciative of that. And I said, oh wow, yeah. Which player did that? Thinking it was one of our recent players.
Right.
Oh, she said, oh, I forgot that long ago. She said, my son's 22 years old.
Oh, wow.
She was telling me a story from 15 years earlier when her son was 7. So you're right. It can really stick with you. I also remember from back in the day, a guy telling me that we do a program where Little League teams run on the field for the national anthem with our players. And his son was a catcher. And he's got a picture, and he's like, oh my goodness. He's standing there with Matt Wieters, who was the star catcher of the Orioles in the mid-2010s, actually played with the Nationals for a year or two as well. And he's like, we had no idea. There it is. Matt Wieters got his hand on his son's back. His son was 6 years old. So these are special memories, that are possible. And of course, look, the Baysox have had the #1 player in minor league baseball on their team the last 3 years. Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holliday. It's wild. So you're going to see some great talent if you make it out here as well.
And again, shout out to the Bowie Baysox and all that they're doing in the community. I'd be remiss also to Nat State how, they had an elementary choir yesterday, singing on it. So it's very interactive. It gets the children interactive. There's a lot of space, as Adam mentioned earlier. There's a carousel, right to the top right corner of the park, depending on where you're standing. And there's a grass open area where some kids go and play catch. But nevertheless, it is a family-friendly environment. It is family-friendly, interactive. You get to watch baseball. Your kids can go have fun with their friends, and you can eat good.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
But I'm your host, Pitts from Bowie TV, coming to you live from Bowie Baysox. We're in the owner suite. It's a very beautiful room. Listen, more content coming to you throughout the day. As Adam said, we have the autograph signing. We have the children playing catch in the outfield.
Yes.
We'll have Bluey. We'll have the graduation going on. And not more importantly, we'll have the baseball game.
That's right. We got to get a win today.
That's the icing on the cake. Yeah,
I know, right? We got to beat this New York Mets team.
Yeah, it was four games, and then they snapped it on Friday. Then they came, so Friday was 7-2, yesterday 7-3. Hopefully today, it'll be a bounce back. It was just that first inning yesterday got away from us real quick, real early.
But Baysox top pitching prospect, I think, even though we've got a few really good ones. But a guy named Seth Johnson, the Orioles traded Trey Mancini, beloved player, for Seth Johnson 2 years ago. So it's exciting to see him doing it here.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting day. I think today we come out victorious.
Yes.
Bowie TV coming to you. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Pitts from Bowie TV, coming to you live from Bowie Baysox Stadium again. Like I said, it's going to be crazy content coming to you guys from the park today. So much going on today. We get to sit down and talk with Brian Shellcross, GM of the Baysox. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for allowing Bowie to be a partner with you guys, to come in and have access to give content to the city and the residents of Bowie, and to really just help push that marketing perspective onto the residents and show them so they can see firsthand basis all that you guys are doing to make them want to be a part of it.
Yeah, I've been here a long time, 20 years.
Okay.
And it really is fun to engage with the community. And the reality of it is this stadium is owned by the residents of Prince George's County, and we're custodians of that. And so we need to make sure that this stadium is used for the benefit of the community. And that means give back, even though, some of the programs might everybody not see it, but some programs are very visible.
Yeah.
So it's important for us to be the custodian of a public asset that this is.
Absolutely. And when you talk about the public, like the things that you guys are doing in the public is amazing, though. And I shared this before that it was ironic that when the partnership came about, I actually had a story memory on my page. And a lot of people remember I played on this field coming out of high school, and playing on this field in an All-Star game gave me the opportunity to where I was given invitations from the Atlanta Braves and the Anaheim Angels for tryouts. And as I shared with students yesterday, regardless of how the name of it, it's an opportunity. And the opportunities that you give the community like today, kids get to get autographs from all of the players. That's not normal. That's not something that every ball club is doing. And that's something that every kid would like to have.
Yeah, if you look at our organization, is we want to develop fans to be fans of Baltimore Orioles, right? And so we kind of look at ourselves as the minor leagues of fans as well, or minor leagues for the player in the field. But when you make those connections, and by the way, Prince George's County All-Stars was last week, so we're still doing that.
See?
So we're still doing that. And so, it's also developing youth baseball in our county. And I'm happy to say I think it's pretty strong right now.
Yes.
But to speak on the programs that we have in the school system, we have extensive programs in our school systems that incentivizes kids. We have an event that's this is the second year we've held it, which is called Decision Day, and it's every Prince George's County senior comes out to this ballpark, and that's when they reveal what college they're going to or what they're going to do after school.
Wow.
So when you talk about having a partnership with the community, this is what it means.
Right. Amazing. And that's big. Like, they actually get to come and announce. Like, it's already a big moment, right? But when you add the fact that you can do it in an environment such as a family environment, and I shared with Adam that the Baysox is a family-friendly environment. You got something for the kids, you got something the pets can come, and adults can enjoy themselves, all at the same time, in addition to enjoy a baseball game.
Yeah, and what we found is that not everybody's a baseball fan. We know that. Our studies say between 15 and 18% list baseball as the number one reason they come here.
Okay.
The majority of people come here just to have a good time.
Yes.
So it is important for us that we are a good partner with the Baltimore Orioles and treat our players with respect and give them the premium experience here at the ballpark. But we also know that we need to be a fun, entertaining place. Sometimes that means we're a little goofy, and so the hardcore baseball players don't like the goofy, but the goofy makes everybody smile.
Right.
And so when fans leave this ballpark and they don't know the score,
Right.
that tells us we did our job in entertainment.
Absolutely. And like I said, last night was Star Wars theme night, was a big success. I mean, so the vision and the connection is there. And I just want to say on behalf of Bowie TV, one, again, we appreciate you guys for allowing us this opportunity, but two, to be a part of everything that you guys are doing, because it matters, and I shared yesterday, I witnessed the birthday boy being able to call out the next batter, and to see the look on his face, it was something that was priceless. Like, you don't get those moments every day, regardless if he never gets to do it again. That moment yesterday was something that would stick with him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, part of our mission statement says we want to be the premier vendor of smiles. And so what does that mean? It means we're creating memories. So people might not remember the score or even who was on the field, but they do remember an experience like birthday party where they get to announce a batter. They won't remember the taste of the hot dog, but they'll remember that announcing a batter in front of 6,000 people.
Absolutely. And we just thank you again on behalf of Bowie TV and to the Bowie residents. As I shared earlier, 7 days is always something going on. Not to mention the best fireworks, the best fireworks in the DMV. So if you're not here, if you don't have anything going on today, they will have autograph signings today for the ages of 3 to 13, I believe. So please, parents, bring your kids. They'll have an open center field where they can go out and play catch. They'll have Bluey up in the carousel later on, and then they have a graduation for pre-K. And then the icing and the cake is the baseball game afterwards. So a lot going on at the park today that we would love to be a part of. Come join us. Bowie TV, Bowie Baysox. Enjoy your day.